We're using Sage. And I want to point out to you that, a lot of times people get tired and they're looking at things and say, do I need to keep typing stuff over and over again? One thing I'd recommend you do is just, copy paste. But there is trouble with this. And for some of you guys that code, that copy paste is probably not the way to go. But you could start copying and pasting stuff. You get output over here. So I always say it's really tough to read output. So what I do is I typeset it for you. How do I typeset it for you? Whoops, let me see if I did that. I'll run Sage to show you why it's not being typeset. All right, it's not being typeset. Someone says, what do you mean you're going to run Sage? I just did. And why is it not being typeset? I think for the most part, the reason not being typeset is the output. Right, let me just do the LaTeX on it. Is really kind of complicated. And this is why I'm saying you really need a tool set to do that. All right. Let me, I'm going to show you what I mean by this. I'm going to copy paste this. I'm going to edit this document here, and I'm going to just, type in real quick. Typeset. Whoops. And what I'm doing over here, by the way, this document is kind of hard to typeset. Not for the LaTeX, by the way. What makes it so difficult to typeset is I've got a lot of embedded code in it. I mean, what kind of embedded code in it? It's all a lot of Sage stuff. And this Sage stuff, what they do, every time I put a command down in Sage, it's got to run that code, and that does take time, by the way. But anyway, I'm going to, try to get this. Let me see what my console is saying right now. Console still running. What is it running? It's running a bunch of Sage code at this point, by the way. It's looking at each piece of Sage code, and there's really there's more, at least 100 pieces of Sage code in the thing, and that's why it's taking so long. If it's compiling it, it'll get to it, it'll output it. I'm going to delete it once it's done, though, but there's a point to this. The point is, it just doesn't look good. What looks good? The answers that I'm providing to you by doing handwork. You really do need to focus in on doing handwork. A lot of times the machine response is going to be somewhat ridiculous, all right? And still working on it. Code block, code block. Getting there. Give it a moment. It's getting there. Wow. It's almost there. Wow, look at it. And this is why I didn't do it, all right? To me, it just looks horrific to me, especially when you compare it to the original problem. Thank you.